Hey everyone, depressing report I saw over the last few days that says almost 1 in 4 people in the UK are living in poverty right now. What are we, 5th, 6th richest country in the world? Almost 25% of our citizens living in poverty. The report is from the Social Metrics Commission, which also took into consideration extra costs associated with the disability, which aren't usually included in any of these poverty reports. The website states this: the Social Metrics Commission is an independent commission founded in 2016 that has brought together thinkers from the right and left with data and analytical experts to develop a new approach in measuring poverty. Currently, there is no agreed UK government measure of poverty, and the SMC's mission is to provide a new consensus surrounding poverty measurement that enables action, informs policy making, and so improves the lives of people in poverty in real ways. For the first time, as well as looking at incomes, the new metric accounts for a range of inescapable costs that reduce people's spending power and the positive impact of people's liquid assets on alleviating immediate poverty. These inescapable costs include rent or mortgage payments, childcare, and the extra costs of disability. Liquid assets include savings, stocks, and shares. The new metric reflects more accurately the realities and experiences of living in poverty than previous measures. So this is a pretty in-depth and accurate report. Pretty in-depth and accurate study for sure. And the key findings are this: 2 million people in the UK population live in poverty, 8.4 million working age adults, 4.5 million children, and 1.4 million pension age adults. 8.4 plus 4.5, that's 12.9, plus 1.4, 13.9, 14.3, another 2 million, about 16 million. What's that? About 1 in 4 people. It's about 65 million in this country. It's just under 1 in 4 people in poverty in the 5th or 6th richest country on the planet. Over half of those in poverty, 58.2%, live in persistent poverty. This means that more than 1 in 10 of the total UK population are in poverty now and have been for at least 2 of the previous years. Because once you're in it, it's almost impossible to get out of. People with a disability are much more likely to be living in poverty. Wonderful. Let's make their lives even worse, shall we? Nearly half of the 14.2 million people in poverty live in families with a disabled person. Wow. The SMC metric recognises the inescapable costs of a disability, accounting for them alongside the value of disability benefits to reflect the lived experience of living with a disability. Nearly half of the 14.2 million people in poverty live in families with a disabled person. Is this like, the Tory final solution? Far fewer pensioners are living in poverty than previously thought, with a significant fall in pensioner poverty over the last 15 years. Remind me, what age bracket votes for the Conservatives? Poverty rates among pension adults have nearly halved since 2001. This is good news, actually, though. And have fallen to 1 in 10, a drop from 17% of the total population in 2001 to 11% in 2017. It is good, even though they're just looking after the people who vote for the Tories. There are, however, some pensioner groups still experiencing high levels of poverty. For example, the poverty rate for pensioners who do not own their own home is 34.2%. Pensioners who do not own their own home. People who vote Labour, no doubt. And all this is going on. This 1 in 4 people in one of the richest countries in the world in poverty. All this is going on at the same time. We're sending 200 million to the Syrian opposition, i.e., when I say Syrian opposition, Al Qaeda, and the White Helmets. 200 million. Quarter of our people at home in poverty. Send 200 million over to Syria. This is without all the other foreign aid. They call it foreign aid, what they're sending to Syria. Most of it is weapons and food to the jihadis. And of course, when people fight back and against this rigged universal credit and PIP system, the Tories have spent £200 million fighting to stop the sick and disabled people getting benefits. So they spent £200 million fighting the sick and the disabled from getting the money and getting themselves out. And then, of course, cost of UK air and drone strikes in Iraq and Syria reached £1.75 billion. All that poverty and home, but we've still got money for missiles and drones and bombs. Yeah, we've still got money to be spending to be going over to Yemen and refueling Saudi planes, as you know, in between double taps of weddings in Yemen. This is wrong. We've got to put a stop to it. And there's only one way going to put a stop to that, I'm afraid. And that's get this Tory government out, because it is not fit for purpose. If you like this video and you want to see more, please subscribe and click the bell below. Independent media platforms like mine are being censored by giant media such as Facebook and Google, so we rely on you, our audience, to share our work and spread the word. If you can, please support us on Patreon. You can do it on my channel for as little as $1 a month, and every bit helps. We cannot do this without your support. Thanks very much for your support. It's really appreciated. Until next time, peace and take care.